Yep, one of my least favorite things to do, detrimming a car. Welcome back to another episode of Paint Society Uncut. Hope you guys are enjoying the series. While I get dirty and work, you guys are probably on your couch relaxing. Maybe even your car on a red light. Maybe even sitting on the toilet. Wherever you are, thanks for tuning in. Trying to remove this without breaking any clips. Gotta have the right tools. Not too bad. One piece. Did pretty good. All right, so this is the damage on a RDX. There was a dent over here. When I'm recording, please, 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 please continue. Ladies first. Thank you. We can wait here all day. Ladies first. I've got nothing but time. No, they can't hear because we're 6 feet apart.
Nothing but time.
Well, I'm gonna get back to work. Yep, there we goes. Ladies first. Ladies first. Ladies first. Thank you. I win once again. Back to the job. So this is a job, there was a dent over in this area, right? So a little bit of pooling, a little bit of filler. Diaz worked on it before I got here. So we got this sanded in 180. Now I'm gonna show you some scratches. Nope, these are not good scratches. Do not ever prime over that. Now I'm gonna fix that with some 320 around all the edges just to clean up that scratch we're finding. The sandpaper disappeared. So she's all ready to prime. Let's get some primer mixed up. So that little spot, I got 2 ounces of primer. Yeah, so I missed the first coat. This Uncut series is really getting me too relaxed. Second coat, let that flash for about 10 minutes, and then we'll put on a third. How do you feel about losing that little competition earlier? Ladies first.
I'm the one that won the competition.
How?
Because I didn't go to that small door, I go to the big door.
They just go first through the door. You went through the door to the opening.
Not this door.
Enough.
Okay, so this is reality. Sometimes, you know, you go to sand your primer, right? And you find a dent that's close by. We missed it. I don't know if it's related to the original damage or not, but we're fixing it. It's one of our used cars. We want to make sure we're doing a good job. So yeah, this is that Optex filler. You can put it right over sanded clear coat. We went down a little bit further, but we'll give it some 180, 220, 320, get her primed up and get back on track. Yeah, but to keep things moving, we got some of that Auto Surfacer UV. This stuff's really good. Good for small repairs like this. But you gotta have the right light to cure it, and when this stuff dries, it is a 2-part. Oh man, you could get ramen noodles to fix this one right here. Yeah. This is a big job. So the whole deal with this is do not try to all spray it in one shot. It cures from the outside in, so the inside of the primer will not dry if the outside is already kind of skinned over. So 2 or 3 small, very light coats. This is a UV light. It will actually activate the inhibitors inside of the primer. It will harden like a rock. That's what makes this primer amazing. This is not your rattle can primer, all right? Even if you were to spray this out of a gun, it's still a 1K product out of the gun, meaning it does not actually have a hardener built into it. This is the hardener right here. Man, look at this. I just did this just a few moments ago. It's dry as anything. You can see me scratching that with my fingernails. This is good to go. And once again, guys, this is 600 grit cutting like a 320. I'll have a video out on that, on selecting the right grit if it's not already out by the time you watch it. The block has a lot of flexibility to it, and I was concerned about that, right? It's gonna go over what I needed to cut, and it actually cuts fairly well. I'm very impressed by the cutting power from such a fine grit. We both got our K800 and we'll finish the rest of this up. Yeah. Got it. Let's see if John has any time for us today. He's taking the transmission out.
Taking the transmission out of this car. Replacing with the new one from Honda.
Who's that?
Honda of America. They make our cars, Hondas.
Yeah, so this one, doing a rear lip on. It's a 2-part on the rear bumper. Beautiful NSX. This is a lip. It's an OEM part. I gotta start on this. Gotta test fit it first. Make sure everything's golden, and then I can roll with it. We're ready to spray NH797M. It's rough. Got the best color we have. Needs a couple touches of, a couple drops of red extra, just kind of make it match. But it will blend. We use this color all the time on this specific vehicle. Another car, it'd be totally different. I'll cut, I guess you could say. Out of gloves. I guess it would be the question of the day. What size are you? I'm no longer large, just too tight. Moving to XL. Much better. Water-based cleaner, soak it up. Make it wet. I never thought that I would change to microfiber towels, but I'm a believer. I thought that's the worst idea ever. Why would you put microfiber towels that you use on one job and use it on maybe 2 others before you actually go and clean it? And after 2 to 3 uses, I throw it in the wash, whip it the greaser, and I'm good to go. Don't believe me? Try it on a used car first. Try it on something you don't care about. I guarantee you, you will never look back. It's so much easier. You don't have a towel that's getting too wet, and then you have to go get another one because it's moving all over the place. So it's good to go. I cleaned it up. This is all gonna get sealed. I got too much going on for it not to be sealed. So I hope this clears it up. This is color build, and the color build gives me a whole bunch of different colors to choose from. Using these toners right here and those on the bottom. Got clear blending additive. Blending additive is just this right here, and this is gonna go over all my dry edges, and I'll use it over the whole entire panel to give me a nice surface for blending. CC500, where are you? CC500, where are you? Right here. Let's roll. I probably put the wrong code in the computer, much lighter, but still good. I'm like, why is it so light when I was mixing it? But I'm like, whatever, it's sealer, it'll be fine. Clear blending additive on all of the edges. Got my base coat here. It's important when you're doing a blend in a cross-draft booth especially, or the air's moving across the panel, that you have a gun that has very little overspray, right? So you don't want all of the paint moving across the whole entire door and then messing everything up. You want to try to keep it as contained as possible. So DV1 is very good for metallic and having very low overspray because the gun operates around 14 PSI. We'll let that flash and then come back in and we'll pop another couple coats on it. I think we found the owner of the Fender. Got some damage up in here. Probably could have fixed it. We're gonna put a new one on. It's kind of bad. On this one, we'll go ahead and put a new fender on, blend it into the door. Great color match. Don't need to do it on the hood. Should be fine. All right, so not the world's best color match, but now we can put a couple more coats on and blend it more out. See how I'm staying below that line right there? That's gonna really help me. Much better. Just like that. My passes are so tight, but I'm not fully triggering, just getting enough paint on there. About another coat and a half, and it should be good. Let's go in the shop and see what's going on, and I need a drink of water. So John's got new transmission. This is a new transmission, right? Looks like it. Ready to go in the car. And he's got a right-hand drive NSX. All right, so Poppy, what's wrong with this one?
Well, that's what it looks like. I really don't know.
You really don't know?
No. Oh, it's here for maintenance.
Maintenance.
Yeah. John is gonna do the maintenance on it.
All right.
So yeah.
He likes to work on all the NSXs, right?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
That's his thing, man.
I wonder if this is from Japan.
It's automatic.
It's automatic, so I can drive it.
Well,
oh wow. Oh, is that Deshaun's car? Dershawn. Yo, how many miles on this car?
this car has got less than 5,000 miles.
And it's getting full.
Been through 2 sets of brake pads. And now a set of rotors. Yeah,
bro.
Because the person that drives this car doesn't know what red or green means on the freaking street light.
Bro. Are these new rotors too?
Yeah.
You couldn't even cut them anymore?
No, they were beyond cutting.
Oh man. On this episode of Paint Society, yeah, no. Let's go clear. Ever tell a new person to get a styrofoam cup and put some paint thinner in it? It's hilarious. CC 500, ready to roll, ready to go home, but first we clear. It's been a while since I cleared 2 doors. Not too bad. Not too bad. Looks pretty good. Yeah, so I pulled her out of the booth. She's still technically curing. Everyone's left the shop. We'll let this one dry overnight, and then we'll go ahead and assemble it. You know, came out pretty good. Got a pretty good texture match. Pretty much just 800 scuff this. Don't go crazy trying to flatten it out because your texture will still be there, and when you put clear over it, it's still gonna match. So that's a good tip to remember, that you don't need to cut it down 100%. Just scuff it up, make sure it's dull. Overall, yeah, I'm happy. A couple areas I want to buff, a little bit thick on the edges, if you can tell. I'll run some 15 or 2000 over that, kind of smooth it out. It's not too bad. But, you know, every job's not going to be 100%. You're going to find little things, but you can always go back and fix them with a little bit of buffing and make it really nice. So, yeah, let's go ahead and let's get this thing assembled once it all dries up. So we're back where we started, ready to put the molding on and complete this job. And here she is, all done, and I gotta say, it looks pretty good. Good color match. Actually, when it blended out, it looks fantastic. I brought it out here in the sun so we could check it out together, and man, I'm pretty happy with the team and the job that we did. Take a look at it. If you can find something, hey, let me know in the comments. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video and this series of me just working uncut with the guys in the shop. It's a good way to kind of just get a good video out and have some laughs. And until next time, this is Brian from Paint Society reminding you, don't overthink it. It's just paint. I'll see you guys on the next one.